Shalom Israel, this is your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you, Negro, Latino, and Indigenous, who are the biblical Israelites. Before we start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Brakatham, Rakakadash, that Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus and the Christ, significantly speaking. And we give double honors to our elders in GMS, where we learn the truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Labakarium in the Hebrew. They're about to be saved. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. What's the date today? December 27th of 2024. A hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. This year is coming to an end, and there's been a lot of prophecies and a lot of events have been being foretold as we speak, happening from World War III to the chariots to the mark, right? Everything that we've been talking about is in your face present day. So what we're going to be speaking about is confusion of how people say that the law is done away with. And we're going to talk about that because it can be confusing if you're not very well read in the scriptures or learned. And with these institutions, these whorehouses, these churches tell you lies. Okay? So we're going to start with a verse and go from there. This is Matthew 5:17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. So don't even put that in your head. The Lord is telling you not that he doesn't come to destroy the law or the prophets. I come not to destroy, but to fulfill. Now, when people say, oh, see, he fulfilled the law, we don't have to do it. That's absolutely wrong as well. What did he come to fulfill? See, they don't give you no scriptures. He came to fulfill the suffering that was written by Jeremiah, Isaiah, Psalms. Everything that was said about suffering, that's what he came to fulfill. Because if he didn't, that means that those prophets would be liars. So everything that the prophets wrote about him, the lashes, why he had to be bruised for the nation of Israel and no one else, he had to fill that. Okay? The law is never ending. The law is always going to be there. The law has been there since the beginning of time. Okay? Remember, Noah had to get 7 clean animals compared to the 2 unclean animals. So how did he know about clean and unclean? Because the law was what? Verbal. It was not written, but it was verbal. Verse 18, for verily say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. How now is everything fulfilled? Here in December 27th, 2024? And that is a no. Not everything's fulfilled, so guess what? The law has to in effect still. If people are committing sin, and sin is transgression of the law, what does that mean? People are sinning still in 2024. Then there has to be a law still. Now, if there was no sin, then there is no law, right? But people are saying, hey, I've sinned today. I'm a sinner. Then that there is still the law. See? Verse 19, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, let's say a least commandment, pork, right? The least commandments is pork. That's a small one. You could choose not to eat pork. But what do our people do? Choose to eat pork. So that's what? That's blatantly breaking a law, right? On purpose. For no reason. Because because I want to. Okay? Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, because all these churches, they teach the law is done away with. Pastor Porkchop, right? Give me the applesauce. Give me the applesauce and the barbecue sauce. You shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach, and that's what the brothers, the Akim are there. That's where we're on the streets teaching you and telling you that is not so. That is not so. The same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. And we want to be called great in the kingdom of heaven. We strive to be this. Now, a lot of people might say, well, brother, we in the new covenant. We in the new covenant. That's for Jews. We Gentiles. That law is for the Jews. And we Gentiles. That's how our people speak, right? So, let's go. Slovakia. Okay, here we are. This is Hebrews 8:8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. So, right there and then is excluding a lot of people in the Christian church and in the Catholic Church. Because if you're not of the house of Judah and the house of Israel, if you're not one of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, guess what? You don't have a chance in hell. These are the only people that can repent. These are the only people that receive the law, statutes, and commandments. Verse 9. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. And it's funny how it's mentioned that, because guess what? When the children of Israel are delivered once again from their last captivity from the land of the north, which is Mystery Babylon, aka America, then we'll be in that new covenant. Then we're going to receive those new bodies. Then we will be perfect. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them from the hand and I led them out of the hand of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind. Because they'll tell you, Christians will tell you, oh, I got the law written in my heart. But we start asking them questions, and they can't answer no answers. None. So what does that tell you? They're blatant liars, man. 100% liars. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts. And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Because those Christians aren't even Israelites. Okay, the ones we're talking to, we're telling them, oh yeah, the law is written in my heart. And we start asking them questions that have no idea. So first and foremost, if they're not Israelites, they can't even receive them. And only the elect of the nation of Israel are going to receive this. Okay? Verse 11, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. Because people are still teaching on the streets. People are still telling to read the scriptures, to pray. So, but in the new covenant, that's not going to be so. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor. It's not going to happen. And his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. Okay, so that's another reason why we're not in the new covenant, and people don't understand that. There are people still teaching on the streets. There's still people that do not know the Mashiach Yahushai. We are not in the New Testament. They do not have their laws written in their heart yet. These are all future events that will happen to the nation of Israel, and to the nation of Israel only. The elect of the nation of Israel and not other these nations. These other nations are going into slavery, thus saith the Lord. So you have to understand, because that's what's said. That's going to be in the new covenant, that we're going to have slaves. That we're going to put the curses on these nations, according to Deuteronomy 32. So wait a minute. If the curses aren't on the other nations, and if the Lord isn't here yet, then obviously we're not in the new covenant. So we don't have our new bodies. We're not in the new covenant. We're having enslaved people. We're not in the new covenant. Isn't that beautiful, brothers and sisters? How we know that we're not in the new covenant. And once we are in the new covenant, we are out of here. We're not going to be in America no more. So there you go, brothers and sisters. So you know that we're not in the new covenant, and the hopeful coming of the Mashiach Yahushua is upon you. So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Brakatham, Brakakadash. And we give double honors to elders in GMS who learn the truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. He that have ears, let him hear. Shalom.